Coming up on
Well, that
My
used
Time
to be
Talk.
the case. He used to come into the GP surgery, and the GP would start writing, and he's like, "Why are you writing again? I haven't said anything." You know what I mean? And as you get older, because a friend of mine,
Diagnosis done.
hey, like, did you want to give a tip? And you think, like, no,
What?
I
Your
didn't.
tip is better. That's your tip. Must improve again.
Yeah. And now we've been told by our dear Prime Minister that we don't need, we're going to get you all out to work. Here we are again, My Time to Talk. Today we're thinking that we'll do a rant. We haven't done one for a while.
Rant.
Sorry?
Rant.
Rant.
Tart the tea.
Rant.
Start the thing, My Time to Talk. Rant. So we're going to start with you.
Park it, Rish.
Or was it you before?
No, carry on.
My rant for today is delivery drivers. Where are you at? Food specifically. I'm so sorry, babe. Why are you calling me to ask me where you are? And I'm outside of number 80. Does it say
That's what they're
80
saying
on my
to you.
address?
I'm outside number 80.
Does it say 80 on my address? Because if it says 80, it's incorrect, sir. No. Like, I'm just outside of number 80. Where are you? No, why are you asking? What?
That is not my number.
I'm like, can you see this car on a drive? No. So find that. Keep driving round. So I'm on this avenue. No, so that's not my road. Oh, okay, so
Not even on the
I just
right
keep
road.
going.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
literally like, yo. So I'm in a dead end. I'm just watching the car now. I'm like, I'm out of there. Bossy. Just, I can't understand it because other people find it perfectly fine. I'm not saying it's all of y'all. Some people find my yard perfectly fine in these situations, and that's how I know that you've obviously got a problem. Because other people just skirt.
Everyone uses the sat nav nowadays. Anyway,
And then you want to come, and then when you do find my door, you want to come talk about, oh yeah man, the road's around here. No, just pass my food and run the thing, because
I'm not interested.
we ain't here to talk no more.
But isn't your food cold by then?
Don't even just talk to me about it.
And you haven't bought the full order.
No, that you better bought the full order.
Oh no.
I've had another one. Sorry to continue this rant. This is why the build-up is just so heavy. I had another guy, literally, I was like, where are you? I've looked across the road into the grove and he's standing outside someone else's yard and knocking.
No.
And I'm like, with the bag of food on the floor, and I'm like,
And you
yo,
paid for it?
that's not my house. I'm on the phone to him. So you just chose any house, you just thought, forget it at this point. Anyone wants this food, have
Up
it.
for grabs.
So I'm like, no, I'm here. Like, turn around, look at me. He's like, oh, okay. So I went back into the house, because it's cold, why am I standing outside? Went back into the house, he's come knocked on the door and he's like, oh, I forgot the bag. The bag of food!
Oh.
It's
no.
outside of my people's yard, just sitting there on the floor. Oh, I'll just go get it. Well, yeah.
Yes. Please do.
I hate it when they
That's
put,
all right.
you have been delivered, or yours has been delivered, and you think like, no, it hasn't.
Yeah.
True.
No,
Ours
it
is
doesn't.
always, if the parcel ain't come or the food ain't come, you know it's gone to blah 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 road instead of grove. So it's literally, they always get the road and the grove. But it's like, just read
it.
Read it, man. Read. It's not that hard. So you just have to go chasing after your package in somebody's yard because it's gone to the wrong house.
Because the time you spent driving around, you could have just read the instructions. And
that's it.
Found out.
That's what I was going to say. How was your delivery?
You know,
bad, bad, very bad.
Because even if you just followed the pin, it will show you there's a road and the pin is on this house. So therefore, why are you?
Yeah.
Rant done.
Rant done.
About you, Ma.
To be fair, it's still not off my heart completely. We'll just have to move because I still have to run with these people because who's got the time?
You know, because we've got to, I mean, who wants to cook?
What's yours?
Mine actually is housing. I mean, like, who told people that a grandmother only needs one bedroom and she should be downsizing? Oh, that might be somebody's take on all this, you know. And I came from a 5-bedroom house and I had to downsize to a 1-bedroom house. That's your business. I have got grandchildren. I don't want to be living in a 1-bedroom apartment that's probably not big enough to swing a cat in. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you told, like, if you go anywhere, especially like if you're poor, you know what I mean, and you're telling somebody, oh, I'd like somewhere else to live, and they say, well, you are adequately housed. No, I haven't got a garden. No, I haven't got somewhere I can see out of. You know what I mean? That I can see somewhere apart from another house. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it should get better as you get older. Why can't it be that they look at your circumstances like the means tested? You know, like, why aren't we means tested in housing? Like, oh, well, this woman, she's got X amount of grandchildren, so that wouldn't be right to actually put her in a 1-bedroom, because how's that fair? Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, we'll consider, or mortgages. Oh gosh, you know, like, God forbid that you get old and you want a mortgage. That isn't going to happen. It's like, you know, what happens to the older generation? You know, who wants to live in assisted housing? Not everybody. Some people, yeah. You know what I mean? But it's not everybody. Some people's got family. They want to live in a house that they own, that they can leave in a will or something like that. You know, why can't that be the case? I mean, you've upped the ante on leaving work, so shouldn't something else have changed as well? Because, like, if we can't get a mortgage or if we can't get housing at an older age, what are we supposed to do?
And you have to work till
do you know what I mean?
Well,
and exactly, we have to work till we're older. So, but nothing else has changed. You know what I mean? Like, you're still like older generation, and you don't need this now, and you don't need that now. Well, yes, actually, we probably need it more now than we did before, because at least we used to be out and about before. Now we're probably more time, we're in the house. We need a garden, we need to see some scenery, because, like, some of us can't even leave the house. Do you know what I mean? We need a space that our grandchildren or our family can come around and visit us. You know, we're not all crammed in the same area, because, like, you don't need that much space now. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, let's do something about the housing for the older generation and some of the younger generation, you know what I mean? Like, well, who wants to live in a bedsit?
They say that, you know, they feel failed by Britain because obviously they've paid into the system, they've done everything.
I've worked really from the age of 16.
They still can't afford to put their bloody heating on, do you know what I mean? So that's when you would feel like a bit disillusioned with it all, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a valid point, definitely.
Is, definitely. We need to do something about housing in this country for everybody, probably, you know what I mean? But the elderly or older generation, with infirmities, you know, we need a better quality of life. And now we've been told by our dear Prime Minister that we don't need, we're going to get you all out to work. I mean, so what if you've got a mental problem? You know, I mean, you stuck us in COVID and in the pandemic in our houses, and now we've got a, we're living in a cell. We feel like we're living in a cell, you know what I mean? So, yeah, do something about it.
Must do better.
What's yours?
Mine is customer service. My God. Shoddy. I made it out for the first time in how long with the girls. My girls. Not my little girls. The big girls. Yeah, and it was, you know, you're looking forward to having a nice meal and, you know, food being brought to you, somebody actually coming to take your order, little chit chat, whatnot. Got there, my friend had been there for half an hour. Not one person had come to her to ask her if she wanted a drink or even, you know, a piece of bread or, do you know what I mean? Nothing.
Starter.
The next friend got there, she too, nothing had come, nobody had come over. So the first friend had resorted to, obviously now everything's, you can scan the QR code and order. So she'd ordered herself a drink. So they'd had to do that again for my next friend. Obviously I'm always the one that's known for being late, so yeah. I was the last to arrive.
Telling me that.
And yeah, still nobody had come. Nobody had come to the table. So we ended up ordering the meal on the QR code.
Oh my God.
The meal finally comes, and obviously now we've got a couple of glasses there on the table from the drinks that they'd ordered before. Nobody clears the glasses. Nobody came to take the menu away. Just dropped the food there. That was it, done. So obviously when she's come back now, you know, are we ready for your main? Yes. Blah blah blah. Could you take some of this stuff away, please? Oh yeah. Somebody will be back for that. Don't see nobody else for dust until the main comes out, and
That's
even
terrible.
then, like they're looking like. You know what I mean? She's brought the food out, and then it's like we had to double take us to say, "Hello, are you going to move any of this stuff?" And then she's like, picked it up, took it away. No, different one. And this is the thing. Like before, I remember
you said one server.
One server, yeah. But yeah, different person. Each one was a different person, and that was what was even more disappointed, because you can't even say, "Oh, it's just one person." Like this is obviously just the culture of this particular place. Then. And they're all very young, so I just think that whole thing of customer service is just like, yeah, that's my job. My job, like they take it very literally, don't they, young people? You say, oh, could you wash the dishes? I'm washing the dishes. They're not drying the dishes and putting the dishes away. Like, it's I'm washing the dishes. So I feel like that's where the mentality of customer service comes in with young people. It's I'm on the shop floor.
No, no
I'm on the shop floor. You know what I mean? There's no interaction. There's no little joke. There's no little kiki. There's no.
They've got no sense of humour.
Yeah,
they don't have
but then
that
when
sense
you
of
do
humour.
get good customer service, like I was on the phone. I've changed my energy provider recently, and it was just before Easter, and the guy was like, "Oh, are you Jamaican?" I was like, "Oh." That's a very poignant question. You know what I mean? Like very direct. Oh no, I don't know. There was just something in the way that you said. I can't even remember what I said, but it's like there was just something in the way that you said that there. He was like, oh, I was just talking to my friend about some saltfish fritters and this and that. So like, you know what I mean?
Are you going to
when people actually thinking, when you drop your guard, and then so it's nice to then just be able to have a conversation, and then like, yeah, it's still about and to me that's good customer service. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, like a lot of them are scripted, though. When it's over the phone,
that's what I'm saying. But it's like when they're able to just come off script and just be like a person. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think that's where it becomes like face to face. It's exactly the same thing when you you're looking at somebody, they haven't even looked up from the thing. So what's your order?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you know
But
what
it's
I mean?
like, well, this isn't my vocation.
Yeah.
Because
And I
like
get
I'm
that,
at college and this isn't going to be what I want to do for the rest of my life.
That's transferable
let's
skills.
just have some,
Eye contact.
because they do actually say like, "Did you want to give a tip?" And you think like, "No,
Oh, what?
I
Your
didn't."
tip is better. That's your tip. Must improve again.
Very much
Try
so.
better next time.
Yeah, that's your tip. Because this might be your job for life.
It might be.
If you don't watch it.
Although no, because you've been to some bloody
Top class to university.
yeah,
that
when
doesn't
you
make
go
no
to like
difference.
hospital and stuff.
That
And
don't
these
make no
doctors,
difference.
oh my god, the bedside manner is disgusting.
Oh gosh,
so
that is true.
It's not a case of
It's gonna be.
it's just a person
honestly, if I
thing.
could choose my care, I would choose what's the ones that work with kids, the doctor kids.
Oh, the pediatricians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would actually have them do my care all the time because their bedside manner is just immaculate.
Yeah,
They're
because they're
friendly,
used to.
they're helpful, whatever. I'm like, could you just check the boo boo?
Yeah, that
Sort
is
of
true.
thing.
Especially in the
Whereas
children's hospital.
Adult ones, they're like, and is it blood?
Are you? Yeah, and you have to stop sometimes. Like, are they actually listening to me? Because you know what I mean. Like, there's nothing's being said, and you just feel like you're talking to yourself.
And
Well,
then it's
what's
like
it-
it's hard for you to gauge. Like, how concerned should I be? Like, they're like, okay, so what we're gonna do is run like, you'll be like reeling off all this stuff, and then they're like, okay, so we're gonna run some blood tests. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do
like
that.
as
we're
if
gonna
to
do
say-
that. As if there's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
you're
so
on-
now-
hold on. What did I say? That put you on high alert.
So am I dying? Is that sort of thing? And we're gonna see what it is, and then they're like, but here's the cream.
It's all precaution.
Yeah.
I don't know where are we in this?
Well, that
Very
used to
hard
be
to
the
read.
case. He used to come into the GP surgery, and the GP would start writing, and he's like, "Why are you writing? I haven't said anything." You know what I mean? And as you get older, because like a friend of mine,
Diagnosis done.
What? Smells like smoke.
well, I was told once. I said to a doctor.
Do you
once,
have any mental health issues? Crazy. That's it. It's fine.
I was saying to a doctor once, I said, like, well, actually, I've got this other thing. And it says, oh, no, it's only one thing at a time. And I said, well, what if it's related to my first? You know what I mean? I know, but you'd have to make another appointment.
Okay, so I'm going to go. I don't know if you can say. No, sorry. But it's heart pain when I get there.
No.
Oh, I'm just getting one now. Excuse me, sir. I have to leave.
That's why when you see the ambulance pull up sometimes outside the doctor's surgery, like, yep, that person bought one today. Let me just drop down right here because you are not sending me away again today.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, call the ambulance because this is outside of our remit now. We're just a GP.
Well, there was a woman told me, like, she's elderly, more elder, I should say, than myself. And she was saying, like, she had to remind one of the doctors, she was in hospital, she had to remind one of the doctors that she was an ex-nurse. She says, because he was walking away without telling her what was going on. And they've got this thing about looking at somebody else. Mm-hmm. You know, like, if you bring somebody else with you, they tend to, especially if you're elderly, like they tend to talk to
like
the younger person that you're with,
They do.
as opposed to you who's actually got the problem.
And, like if they've got a disability as well,
Yeah.
I've noticed they do that.
They
Or
tend
somebody's
to-
in a
what's it?
wheelchair.
Yeah.
They always talk to the person that's
person
pushing the
that's
wheelchair rather than the person in the wheel. I'm like, how
That's probably
rude
a
is
carer
that? Yeah.
or something. And she said that,
Literally.
you know, like she had to say to him, like, you are not going to put anything on my documents, so to speak, you know what I mean, about what you're doing that I don't know about, because like if I've got to sue you, I want to know that I've told you what, you know, you've told me what you're going to put down there, and I can tell my family that no, they didn't say that, you know what I mean? Because you think, well, she's older, she's not gonna, you know, have any say, so to speak. You know, oh well, you nearly did. So, you know, it feels like that. You know, well, you nearly did. Why are you complaining?
No, don't worry. It's not an thing. It's just their manner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's it. We won't ask you to come in.
Comment off limits for this video.
Because we don't want Risha to start.
We don't trust you.
Subscribe.
I'm joking.
Oh,
Please subscribe.
like and subscribe.
Tell them what to know.